Hey guys, what's up?
It's Jack here from JackMurrayTV.
And
Daddy.
Andrew, we are just watched the Wanderers game. Halifax Wanderers. We're wearing our Wanderers garb. Check it out. So the inaugural game just finished, and we watched it. We streamed it.
It was a good game overall. They both scored one, but HFX Halifax Wanderers goal was disallowed for an offside. So Pacific ended up winning. So they're at the top of the table. Congratulations to Pacific. But I really preferred if you didn't win. I really preferred it. I'm sorry, but I have to say it.
All right. So coming into the game, there were a couple injuries on both teams. Marcel De Jong from Pacific FC has an Achilles, torn Achilles. That's a big problem. And
someone came off.
Chaib Hochin and the Colombian striker both didn't make the trip. They were injured. Anyhow, so it starts off.
And Mohammed, he's a midfielder, and from Canada, he also got hurt and he had to come off.
We're not even at that part yet. So anyhow, it was a good game. It's so good to finally see the Canadian Premier League back in or starting into action, seeing some games.
Yeah. The first game was pretty good. And Ryan Telford has his name. He is making history. The first goal in the CPL. Woo woo! From Toronto FC on loan to York 9.
Yeah, but this game was about the Wanderers visiting Victoria
Pacific
Island, so Pacific FC. And how it started was really the Pacific FC took the majority of possession and control in the first half of the game. They were passing it around, taking the majority of possession. There were a couple really strong. One of the things I noticed about the first half is, FC or Wanderers FC wasn't really that aggressive.
Yes.
In moving up with the ball.
Actually,
however, they threw in some massive tackles. We're talking about some sliding, diving tackles, like Chris Mavinga type tackles that were fun to watch. And
but there was one person on the HFX Wanderers that did push. Gutierrez de las Casillas Juan Diego. I was so lucky I actually met him and I got a picture with him, which was awesome.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
And we were watching a soccer game together, and he was like 3 seats away from me. So that was awesome. And it says if you have one of these sheets, it says he is from Uruguay, but that is incorrect. He is from Peru.
That's right. All right. So at 10:30, there was a strong tackle by Elton John, the Wanderers' experienced defensive midfielder. And then in about the 16th minute, for some reason, the Vancouver goalie, Village, I guess his name is, he almost lost it in the box, and he was like running out of the box. Who was the striker that time for?
I think it was
Skublock. Yeah, Skublock.
Yeah, Skublock did come off because he was injured.
So Skublock was running after the goaltender, and I guess he got a foul, but the goaltender almost lost it. He was just trying to carry it off and pass it off the line there. So that was interesting. After that, Blasco in on net. He had some good moves, some good dribbles. I think down the left side he started on, and then they moved him to the right. At about the 20th minute, Ben Fisk for Pacific SC had a good switch. That led to a chance, probably the best chance thus far.
Who had the best chance? Sorry, who had the best chance?
Fisk on
Fisk
FC.
And on HFX, I'm not sure if we're actually there yet, but Garcia, or at least I think that's how his name is pronounced, could have scored. He was like dribbling down the right side, and he just got into the box, but he took too many touches, and the goalie caught it.
Yeah, Garcia was impressive.
Garcia was
down the
impressive.
line. Akeem Garcia, from Trinidad and Tobago.
Also,
He's quick, got some good movement down the lines.
Gutierrez was really good too. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. I know I met him, and I should be able to remember and pronounce his name correctly, but it's a hard name to stick in my head.
Gutierrez looks really good on the ball. Like he just looks like he's comfortable. He's got a little bit of an extra like half second with it because his touch is so good.
Yeah.
So that was good. Unfortunately, in the 22nd minute, there was a corner kick, and Starro, the defender for Pacific FC, headed it past the goalie.
Starro.
And
I can't believe it.
He was completely unmarked. I think there was another guy that was completely unmarked. Starro actually came. He was like back, and then he started coming in after. Like he didn't kind of set up right in front of the goal mouth like you often see central defenders do on corner kicks. He kind of stayed back a bit and just kind of came in, and nobody picked him up. Unmarked header right in, and they're up 1-0.
Yeah.
So by that point, there've been a couple chances. Akeem Garcia had won a couple corners for HFX. But they didn't go in. And then at the 24th minute, there was a goal. Wanderers came in, and it was Andre Rampersad, also from Trinidad and Tobago, a little bit taller guy, who came in, headed it in. It bounced off someone's hand, and they were offside. So I don't know if it was handball or it was offside. It was one of them disallowed.
The announcers said it was offside, but I'm not sure because I don't think it would really be a hand because it was going in anyway. But maybe I would have called it if I was the ref, but I'm not sure. But I do think it is more likely that they did call it for the offside because even if it didn't hit his hand, it may have hit his thigh. I thought it hit his thigh at first.
Yeah, so great switch in the 28th by Skublock. Now, Skublock didn't get a lot of
playing time.
Didn't get a lot of service. He got a lot of balls that were like kind of chest high, neck high. Not a lot of movement. I don't think the Wanderers really kind of controlled in the first half the central midfield. A lot of their chances came just ball over the top, kind of hoping for Skublock to get it, or Skublock, or it came down the wing, particularly the left wing that Garcia was on. Mm-hmm. It was a great step by Langlois after that. A tackle on the recovery, hard challenge. In the 32nd minute, there was a nice layoff. Garcia to Skublock, who started coming in a little bit deeper. He didn't have a lot of touches on the ball at all.
Yes, also because
and then there was a layoff to Gutierrez in that passage. That was a really nice passage.
And
showed some good promise.
Yeah, Skublock also didn't get a lot of great service, but he also didn't get a lot of playing time because he had to come off. He got hurt.
But we're not there yet.
I know.
So, there was a nice free kick in the 37th minute. Gutierrez.
Oh, I have that too.
Yeah, almost.
The goalie caught it.
Yeah, it caused some stuff.
Yeah, I think the HFX could have gotten it if the goalie didn't catch it.
Yeah, Langlois had a nice slide tackle, I wrote down. Now, there were a couple times where the Wanderers, they kind of really reminded me of Chris Mavinga. Langlois and particularly Nisa? Nisa? Yeah, Nisa.
I think it's Nisa.
Yeah. So he reminds me of
decently.
Of
good.
Mavinga, because he came in with some slide tackles sometimes where it's like almost looks like he's out of position. He's going to get beat, but he just has that great athleticism to come through and beat the guy, and just he has that strength too. He's a strong player.
Yeah,
so.
he's a midfielder, so he's good defensively. He's good attacking. Exactly what you want for a midfielder, because you can help everywhere.
Yeah, I think he was playing
really good.
Central defense though. Anyhow, so number 25, the right back had a couple passes that actually went out of touch. So maybe that's just, first game jitters. And towards the end of the first half, Pacific had about 60% possession, and Halifax had about 40% possession. One of the last plays of the game, McNaughton just hauled down. Halifax played a ball over the top. And McNaughton hauled down Skublock. Which was frustrating because you want to see Skublock have some chance on the ball.
And what ended up happening was McNaughton got a yellow card. And it was a deserved yellow card too. I will say though, in the first game, the inaugural game, York 9 and Hamilton. Forge.
I forget the guy's name.
Mommy really likes Ford. She likes
Anyhow,
the name.
The guy should have gotten a red card for smashing that guy because he kind of raised his elbow on purpose and all that kind of stuff. I forget his name. You remember that guy's name? The blonde-haired guy at Forge?
No, I do not.
Anyhow. So Haber on Pacific FC, who's apparently played over in Scotland in the Scottish division, first division for a bit. He was Haber. Oh, yeah. He was a handful. He was our captain, Pacific FC. Strong, tough on the ball. You could tell he had a lot of experience. Towards the end of the game, he knew how to hold up play. He had a couple really nice flick-ons that were just kind of just done to perfection, and he got himself into good positions.
Also,
do you have anything else from the first half?
I actually forgot to write down the minutes, but the Sublak at one point, I don't know, I already told you this, but he did get hurt, and he switched with Bana. Yeah,
he took a knee. So Garcia, they moved to striker. And
Bana.
And unfortunately, Garcia, once he moved to striker, he wasn't the same force. I don't know if, that striker position, Halifax wasn't getting a lot of service to them.
Yes.
There was a nice through ball by Langlois just after that almost got through the defenders and put a guy in on goal. And there was some great touches, in the midfield by Gutierrez, by Elton John. You can tell these people know how to move the ball, and there's a lot of promise to see there.
Langlois also did get hurt, but he was okay.
Yeah. So about that time, in about the 70th minute, they brought on Ida.
Yes, Ida.
Yeah, Kodai Ida from Japan, who joined the team on an open trial.
And
from Montreal.
He was really good. He had nice rhythm. He was stop start. Yeah, he was really good. I'm not sure if he just showed better because the rest of the players were really tired, and I think he's a really fast player. And people have told me that he's really good, so I'm not sure if that benefited him or he's just that good always.
Yeah, he looked really good. I'd really like to see him play because when he came in, he totally changed the game.
He dominated Pacific. Along with Gutierrez and I forget.
Elton John, Nisa.
Garcia.
Akeem Garcia, yeah.
Garcia.
So there's some great players. Okay, so in this about the 72nd minute, that guy McNaughton
got another yellow card.
So he had a bad tackle because Ida Ida was
super
past
fast.
him. He just kind of went by, and he just, took him out. And it was a right call.
Two yellow cards.
I'm glad that the ref was, had the cojones to kind of put another yellow card out there because it really deserved it. It was a definite yellow card.
So they
last man back, and he just kind of took him out.
Yep.
So they went right card.
And he went off. So they had 20 to 30 minutes. Halifax Wanderers with extra power going forward.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they were not able to score. Unfortunately, and I thought they would have been able to score, just because I know that they're below the MLS, but I really thought they would have been able to score. One man down.
Yeah, and they definitely had some chances before that, but then they started to get even more chances. Aida was really good one-on-one, beat a couple people on the dribble, just one-on-one. In the 75th minute, Karoma.
Did we talk about the
went down for a bit?
The Gutierrez miss yet?
No.
Did we pass it?
No, it's coming up here. That was in the 78th minute. 78th minute, there was a free kick. I'm not sure who took it. It went off the bar. This was another foul, a second foul that Aida got one for Halifax because he was fouled again.
I think that Aida will be on the starting lineup for their next game, or the manager will just want to have a super fast sub.
So anyhow, it bounced
off
and then
the crossbar
it came, down, and Gutierrez had the time, and he just didn't get his hips over it.
He went
yeah, and so it went up over the open net.
Up.
So
in that position,
I'm sure
you've
he'd like
got
to have that one back.
Yeah, you've got to score that, and you can tell.
You just got to get your hips over it and hit it down. Which is tough to do.
You've got to get
in the
that.
But anyhow,
you've got to get that opportunity, and you knew by his face he was like, "What?" Yeah, he was super surprised, super upset. I'm sure he'll be wanting that one back for the whole night, and. Yeah, he would have. And yeah,
that's about it. So there was a couple more. Chances. Excuse me, a couple more shots.
I just wanted to ask you one question. Did you think that Pacific FC was going to have a big TV? I didn't.
What do you mean a big TV?
Like a big TV in their stadium.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh well, there was. I didn't think there was going to be.
I don't know. So final thoughts on the game. Comparing the two games, I really like the camera angle from the first game.
Yes.
Much better. Because it's higher,
the whole field.
And you could see a lot more of the field. And I was really hoping that it would be the same with this game because
I thought it would.
Because one of the nice things about that wider shot is that you can see where the players are when they're off the ball.
Yeah.
And this shot was mostly from a solitary camera angle, and it was in close, particularly when it was in one of the ends, and so you couldn't see much around besides what the camera was focusing on. So that's kind of my only complaint about that.
So,
and hopefully we'll see some better camera angles.
Maybe the CPL will see our video and they'll change that up a bit.
Here's hoping.
Yeah, we're hoping. But who do you think was the man of the match?
Yeah, so the last thing that I want to say was Rampersand got switched later on. He started to seem a little bit slower, like he was kind of like, not really getting into the play. So I thought that was a good substitution.
Oh yeah, and Yami came off.
And Bona came in at that point.
And what is this guy's name?
Mohamed Karama.
Well, Karama got hurt and he also came off. I'm pretty sure he'll be fine for their next game. And Utara came on. But Daddy, who do you think is the man of the match?
I've
thought about this for a while, so it may be a bit easier for me.
Yeah, so for Pacific FC, I thought Faber and Fisk were probably the standout players for me. And on Halifax side, I really liked Gutierrez, and I liked Coda. Ida.
For me, I didn't really pay that much attention to Pacific, so I can't do anything on Pacific. Maybe Starro, I guess, because he scored the goal, and he sounded good from what you said, and what I saw of him. And I think that the man of the match for the Wanderers, or for the whole game, should be Ida. But who do you think are the top 3 players? Like, from the whole game, who do you think were the top 3 players?
I don't know. I guess Faber, Fisk, and Aida.
Okay, starting at number 3 is Akeem Garcia. Let me see how you say Gutierrez's name.
Yeah.
His name
Gutierrez.
is too long. Gutierrez de las Casas.
Juan Diego Gutierrez.
Yes. He was coming in number 2, and Ida Kodaya. Ida Kodaya is the man of the match for me. No doubt. He was fast. He was just what the Wanderers need. And I expect a lot more from the Wanderers because they were missing a lot of players. So once they get all of their components into their game, I think they'll be a pretty good force.
Yeah, so I'd definitely like to see, how the next games, what kind of changes take place from that.
I think Ida will be on the starting lineup, personally.
Okay, and we'll take it from there.
Yep.
So 1-0 loss to Pacific FC.
They are at the top of the table, and
we'll just have to see what happens.
Yep.
So great game. Get up there, guys. Support the Wanderers.
Yep.
And we'll see you on the next video recap.
Yep. Thank you guys for watching.